Which one screen? Yes.
వాయిస్ వస్తుంది సార్, స్క్రీన్ రావట్లేదు.
పెంచట్లేదు స్క్రీన్. మేబీ పీపీటీ పెట్టాల్సి వస్తుంది. యాక్చువల్లీ ఇదైతే పీపీటీ అయితే పెన్ ట్యాప్ పని చేయట్లేదు. యూట్యూబ్లో పెన్ ట్యాప్ వాడతారు కదా మేడం, చూస్తారా మీరు?
లేదు సార్, వస్తుంది.
వాయిస్ ప్రాబ్లం, వీళ్ళ పీపీటీ ప్రాబ్లం. మేబీ ఇలా ఇప్పుడు వస్తుంది. వచ్చిందా? అది ఇప్పుడు పీడిఎఫ్ కండిషన్ చూద్దాం ఒకసారి. Good evening, students. A very good evening, Srija. Right. Yesterday we discussed some of the papers, some of the questions given, and in today's class we shall discuss. And also I promised you that I want to give the syllabus about aptitude, about reasoning, whatever it is. And the end of the slide we have put all the syllabus, what is there exactly, the Infosys syllabus, like reasoning, verbal ability syllabus I have put in the last slide. Definitely I can share the syllabus even with you, right? Until that, please do stay back. And that's the most important thing is, please be active in the class. Whatever I ask, try to answer them, but try to read the question. I shall give you 10 to 15 seconds time for you. Try to utilize the time properly, and then whatever the reading time I give to you, please utilize that properly. Then if you get the answer with after the 10 seconds, please put the answers in the chat box. Definitely I can see your answers, right? And before that, really we do thanks to the iCare Academy, because they are providing free training for the Infosys, really, because of, especially they have provided because of girls. Sir give importance to the girls, that's the reason they are providing, because of women, the importance of women they are supposed to place in every company. That's what they are giving the Task Academy, and also giving support to this. And definitely we should Definitely, please, besides your gratitude, you're supposed to give the gratitude with at least please develop the channel. If you haven't subscribed the channel so far, please do subscribe. And also, if you do subscribe, they give more opportunities like you, the people, because they are giving something to you that you supposed to give written gift. That is simply, that is only when you subscribe, when you like and share, that it's a very helpful to the channel, because it goes uh, uh, well, right? That's most important, and do that. Definitely you can do it, there is no doubt at all. So far who haven't subscribed the channel, please do subscribe, and please do like the button. That is the most important thing, right? Chalo. And we shall start the session. The end of the slide, definitely I provided the syllabus, and please do uh, check. Chalo, first question. I'm moving to the first question, and before that, I hope you are doing well with this preparation. Don't give up. No, we have right. Please, these Diwali festivals and every birthday festivals and outings, that please keep it aside. First, this is the this 1 2 months. Your effort is important. Once you get the placement, that definitely you may celebrate every festival happily, right? Without job offer letter, that's really difficult, right? These festivals come and go, there is no doubt at all, right? But the opportunities knock the door only once more, right? Okay, the opportunities cannot come continuously. The opportunities may come only once or twice, that's it, that you supposed to utilize properly. How do you utilize? Just invest your time. Don't waste your time investing with another activities like social media, or celebrating and birthday parties and marriage parties. No, these are all secondary thing, ma. First, what is your age, what is your goal first, right? Try to reach your goal, that is the most important, right? Once you reach your goal, that definitely the festivals automatically you may celebrate every day, right? If you have money, if you have job, definitely you can celebrate everything every day. That's what, right? These days, girls, very very important, you must have the security, right? When you have the job, definitely that is a good security for you. There is no doubt at all for you, right? These days, job is it's equal, there is no gender discrimination. I'm talking about boy and girl. But this is really, I tell you, this Infosys is one of the best opportunities, right? The companies are providing, like we have IBM, one of the companies that provide only special for girls. In Infosys also, Wipro, some other companies, they are giving opportunities for the girls, right? If you utilize them properly, definitely you may achieve more, there is no doubt at all, right? How do you invest your time? Just what are the questions I'm giving, based on that, please do practice. And not only this, right? You have platforms like AMCAT, right? CoCubes, right? You have AMCAT papers and CoCubes papers in the metal papers. Please do practice. So mostly they do conduct exam. High Pro, right? You have, I think you know this platform very well. Higher Pro, right? Higher Pro, HIREPRO Pro. Higher Pro, the Infosys conduct exam through Higher Pro. Just go through Higher Pro platform. This is third party platform, that is the Infosys conduct exam through Higher Pro only, right? You may see the syllabus, you may try to upload some of the questions. Higher Pro the platform questions, just you Google it. Higher Pro syllabus, just you may get the syllabus, and also you may get the previous question papers, right? Mostly they do cover from that only, because we do not expect the same questions. At least we may expect the question pattern that could be better, right? You may plenty of papers in Hypro in the Google, right? Please do go through it. And we have Prepinsta, we have more other platforms you have to have. Please do download them, and whatever the is, I think every day we are giving questions. Maybe I don't know exactly. Are you getting these PDFs or not? I don't know exactly, right? If you please try to take the screenshot, that could be better. What are the questions we are giving every day in the YouTube class? Those questions are very very important, because we have collected from some other sources, right? Mostly important, right? Do prepare these particular questions. That's absolutely helpful to you guys, there is no doubt at all. It definitely helpful to you. Please go through with that, right? The first question we discuss, right? I go very slowly, because a number of questions discussing is not important. How much you get is important, how much you understand is important, right? The concept, the way of the concept you understand is most important, girls, right? Please do aware of that, and whatever the answers you know, that please put on the answers on the chat box. Definitely I may see the answers on the chat box, definitely. Chalo, the first question, here it is, the first question. um, some people are asking, can anyone tell me when is the exam is, right? Ma exam date they haven't announced yet. Please be patient. How many days it is postponed, that could be lucky for us, because you may get the opportunity to prepare something, right? If you they give suddenly they give the exam, mostly tentatively the exam date should be 25th to 30 month. 30 is a fixed date, but maybe they change the date 25th to 30 they conduct the exam, but not for the Andhra Pradesh people. It could be this date for the only Telangana state, right? 25th to 30. These tentative dates may conduct in the Telangana state, and Andhra Pradesh mostly in the November first week or second week they conduct now in the AP Andhra Pradesh, right? Telangana definitely you have to have exam in the 25th to 30. That is the most important for the Telangana guys, right? I don't expect the exam could be not from the home. It's not the virtual exam. You go for the center, right? You take the exam, right? They share the call letters to you and they give the exam center. You go to the exam center and you write the exam. There is no doubt at all, right? The exam is not for the remote areas. It could be you go for the exam center and you take the exam. That's fixed, right? And mostly Andhra Pradesh people also you have exam center in Hyderabad only. I think so, because so I don't know this time. Every time they conduct exam in the Telangana only. They do not conduct in Andhra Pradesh. Most probably every time they conduct exam in Andhra Pradesh only, right? That is also most important. So don't about whatever the center is. You be ready with that. Mm, if you having semester exams, maybe more that we can't because some of the autonomous colleges we have different. Most probably in the sem exam, if your college is autonomous, please take permission from your HOD to take the exam in the some other day, or they give permission, but mostly they do not give the exam postpone for the semester exams. Mostly if more students are going to write the exam, definitely the college can postpone the exam, right? If you get, after getting the call letter, or all the candidates go and request your principal, definitely they postpone exam. But Infosys cannot postpone exam for one particular college. Only your college should be postponed your exam, right? You and go and you request your principal, sir, definitely they postpone your exam, because it happened. I have seen in my college itself also. When we request, definitely if the more candidates, if it is only one or two candidates, they do not cancel the exam. If there any 30 to 40 candidates is there from your college, definitely they cancel the exam, right? They postpone some other day. There is no doubt at all. Chalo, not to worry about it. Please do practice well. Don't give up your preparation, right? The first question says that identify the grammatical error in the sentence below. Identify the grammatical error in the sentence below, right? Here it says that he who was selected for the prestigious award. He sorry, just a bit, I'm so sorry. And while I'm using this pen, it is going up and down. Just a minute, no? I think- just a minute. Yeah, right. Identify the grammatical error in the below sentence below. He who was selected, he who was he he who was selected for the prestigious award have been have been selected called for an interview tomorrow, right? Here if you see the sentence, he who was selected for the prestigious award, when you see this sentence, This sentence looks that it's completely singular form. This is the completely singular form. It is the singular form of the sentence, right? Whenever we have the singular form of the sentence, it could be take the it should be have been or has been. It could be have been. Has been is the most important one. Has been, because here it is, when you see this complete sentence, if you notice, he is the singular noun, right? Who was selected for the prestigious award. Completely this indicate the singularity. I just we discussed, when we have singular noun we supposed to write has, right? When we supposed to write has. When we have plural noun, they or something, we supposed to write have. So it is indicating that singular noun, it could be add for the has. That is the most important. Where is the answer? A, B, C, D? It could be, the answer could be C is the answer. Chalo. Next, second question. And take 10 seconds for this question, and we shall discuss it. Right, utilize the time properly. Please do not skip the class. Do not leave. Right, do not, please do not use any phone calls. Yeah. Right. Some of the people saying C, some of the people saying B, some of the people saying D. Absolutely. We shall discuss. Ma, these are the basic rules already we have discussed in the class. Whenever we have the word like each, the word like each, the word like the word like each, the word like each, the word like every, the word like every, the word like neither, the word like either. When we have these words like each, every, neither, either, when we have these words in the sentence, though the noun is plural, though the noun is plural, we have to use the singular verb. Though the noun is plural, when, for example, each students, right? Each students, right? When we have each student, each girl and boy, when we use each boy and girl also, it agrees with the singular verb. Singular verb, right? Please remember, ma, this is the most important, right? Each, every, neither, either, these distributive pronouns can be accept only singular verbs. Singular verbs means is, am, was, has. These singular verbs can be accept the each and every. Please, no confusion in the exam. No confusion in the exam. This each, right? Each indicates that, every indicates that, neither indicates that, either indicates that. That is the singularity. Each indicates that, every indicates that, neither indicates that. Singularity. There is no plural forms. That is, each indicates that singularity, right? Yeah, wherever you see, right, whenever the noun precedes each, every, neither, either, right, you supposed to put the rule in your brain, that is, it accept only singular verb. Each, every, neither, either మీకు ఎక్కడ కనపడ్డా కూడా దాని తర్వాత ప్లూరల్ నౌన్ వచ్చినా కూడా సింగులర్ వర్బ్ యూజ్ చేయాలి. దట్ ఈస్ ద మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో ఇన్ ద క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 2, if you observe here, if you observe in the sentence A, what is the sentence A? Each of the students are అన్నాడండి. Each of the students are అన్నాడు. So each of the students are is absolutely wrong. We can say is we supposed to write. Absolutely the option A is the wrong answer. Each of the students is, yes, this is the acceptable version, and we go for the option C and option D. Each students are అన్నాడు. Each student are అన్నాడండి. Absolutely wrong usage. Eliminated. But sir, here the B option, D option, both are correct, sir. Both are grammatically correct. But correct version of the sentence is, right, responsible for submitting. There we cannot use, sir. There we cannot use, sir. There we cannot use, sir. Because there, when you use THEIR there, that is a more, it's informal. You can use his or her most important. His or her most important, sir. In case exam లో ఇలా కూడా ఇస్తాడు సార్, each of the students is responsible for submitting his homework అంటాడు సార్. His homework అంటాడు సార్. absolutely wrong one, sir. Enduk sir, why this is the wrong one, sir? Because each we don't know exactly, each indicates that that's a commonality, the whether it is a female, whether it is a male. That's the reason we can mention his or her, his or her అని మాత్రమే చూసుకోవాలి సార్. లేదు సార్ ఓన్లీ హిజ్ మాత్రమే ఉంది, ఆప్షన్ రాంగ్ సార్. ఓన్లీ హర్ మాత్రమే ఉంది సార్, ఆప్షన్ రాంగ్ సార్. బీ కేర్ఫుల్, ఈచ్ వచ్చినప్పుడు కంపల్సరీగా మనకి హిజ్ ఆర్ హర్ అనేది కంపల్సరీగా ఉండాలి. లేదు సార్ ఈజ్ ఆర్ లేదు సార్ ఆప్షన్ లో ఇట్స్ ఈ ఐఆర్ దేర్ ఉంది సార్, యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయండి, అప్పుడు యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయండి. సో అప్పుడు బట్ వెన్ ఎవర్ వీ హ్యావ్ హిజ్ ఆర్ హర్, గివ్ ఆప్షన్ టు దిస్ పర్టికులర్ ఆన్సర్ ఓన్లీ. చలో, ఆప్షన్ బి is the final answer, B for Bombay. Next, third one. It's very easy. This is find the synonym for the underlined word. Right? This is very easy. You must know that the word it should be find the synonym for the underlined word. You may give the answer for that. Okay, very good. Excellent. Excellent, Rama. Good. Super. Vague. Ambiguous means vague. The synonym of the word ambiguous is the vague. Very good. Clear, certain, detailed is the uh, antonym. Right? Vague is the synonym. Right. Next. Next, question number 4. Take 10 seconds time and utilize the time properly. Yes. Select the most appropriate sentence. It is high time that he completes. It is high time that he completes the assignment. It is high time that he had completed the assignment. It is high time that he completed the assignment. It's high time he will complete the assignment. Ma, I give you one fixed rule, right? I give you one fixed rule. Whenever the sentence begins with it is high time, whenever the sentence begins with it is high time, or whenever the sentence begins with it is low time, it is low time, or whenever the sentence begins with if sorry I wish, whenever the sentence begins with I wish, right? If a sentence begins with I wish, if a sentence begins with it is low time, if the sentence begins with it is high time, right? When the sentence begins with it is high time, it is low time, or I wish, whenever we have this sentence, these phrases, the second phrase, always after this second phrase, we use the simple past tense. We use simple past tense. After this first phrase, we use the simple past tense. That is the most important one. Blindly use after these phrases, the second phrase compulsorily we use only one phrase, that is the simple past tense. Blind ga gurtupeట్టుకోవాలమ్మా. It is high time, it is low time, or I wish. We can use only simple past tense, right? Here this is complete, simple present tense, not acceptable, right? Had completed, past perfect tense, not possible, right? Here is the option C, he completed, right? Absolutely we can use, right? Will complete, not ma. Only ఎప్పుడు ఈ రూల్ అప్లికబుల్ అయితే తల్లి only when the sentence begins with it is high time, it is low time, I wish. That's what, right? మీనింగ్ ఏమొస్తుందండి, ఇట్ ఈస్ హై టైమ్ దట్, ఇట్ ఈస్ హై టైమ్ దట్ హీ కంప్లీటెడ్ ద అసైన్మెంట్, ఇప్పటికే చాలా టైం దాటిపోయింది, ఫినిష్ చేసి ఉండాలి అని వస్తుందండి మీనింగ్. సో దట్స్ వాట్. సో ఆప్షన్ సి ఇస్ ద కరెక్ట్ వన్. బండ కొండ గుర్తులు పెట్టుకోవాలి, ఎలా పెట్టుకుంటారో పెట్టుకోండి, గుర్తు పెట్టుకోండి, రైట్. నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 6, యూ మే ఆన్సర్ ఇట్ నా. Kusma, be careful. Wrong, wrong, be careful. Yesterday we discussed this question. I still remember. You're not following. You're not following. Yesterday we discussed this. Good. Good, Lakshmi. Yes, Rama. Right. Yesterday we discussed. You're not following, right, sir? Whenever the word like despite, whenever the word like despite or in spite, whenever we have these words, despite or in spite, sir, there is no nothing difference. Mass meaning is same. Use despite, use in spite, meaning is same, Tali. Meaning is same, but the difference is when use despite, when use after despite, we cannot use of of, we cannot use of, despite of we cannot use. Sir, what can we use, sir, after despite directly? We can use noun or gerund. We can use directly noun or gerund after despite. That is the most important, right? Directly we can use noun or gerund after despite, but with in spite we can use of plus noun or gerund, we can be use noun gerund, but in spite of can be used, but despite of we cannot use. That is the most important, Ali. Be careful, please do remember. So your answer could be a. So despite of is absolutely wrong sentence. In spite to of వాడొచ్చండి, but despite to of వాడకూడదు. Despite, after despite we use noun or gerund. That is the బండ కొండ గుర్తు పెట్టుకోవాలి తల్లి. That's it, right? చూడండి, సేమ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అన్నా, సేమ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ తల్లి. ఎక్స్ట్రా డే కూడా మనం, ఇఫ్ యూ నోటీస్ దట్, రైట్, కొంచెం ప్యాటర్న్ క్వశ్చన్ మాత్రమే మారుస్తున్నాడు, మోడల్ మాత్రం సేమ్, మోడల్ మాత్రం సేమ్ ఉంటుంది. మీరు చూడండి, సో ఫార్ వీ హ్యావ్ డిస్కస్ ఎన్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్, బట్ వాట్ ఈస్ దట్, ఏం మారుతుంది తల్లి? ఓన్లీ కొంచెం మోడల్ స్టైల్ మారుతుంది అంతే, బట్ ప్యాటర్న్ మాత్రం మారలేదు. చూడండి, బీ కేర్ఫుల్, రైట్. నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. Right, question number 7. Take 10 seconds for this question. Yes, Pavi. After despite, gerund is coming. After despite, direct గా gerund కానీ noun కానీ యూస్ చేసుకోవాలి, బట్ ఆఫ్ రావద్దమ్మా అంతే. కుస్మా, బీ కేర్ఫుల్, బీ కేర్ఫుల్. చూడు తల్లి, ఒక్కసారి చూసుకోండి బాగా. Nikila also, be careful. Very basic sentence that is. Be careful, be careful. But hurry bari oddu, please. Use time properly. Simple ma, simple. What he is saying that rearrange the words. Rearrange the words is asking, right? We have has, we have the, we have train, we have already. But here is the most important is we have question mark. We have the question mark here, right? But question mark definitely we use in the sentence. Definitely we use the question mark in this rearranging sentences. So here, if you want to use the question mark, what is the important here, right? We have to use the helping verb first, right? We have to use the helping verb first in the question form, right? In the statement, what we use first, subject we can use. Here, when you see the train is the subject, so here it is absolutely not possible, because this is not the question, this is not the question, this is a statement, but statement cannot end with the question mark, it end with the full stop, so this is not possible, close it, right? And D also absolutely wrong, not possible, because the sentence cannot begin with the already. So absolutely wrong sentence. It's not the question. Also, this is also wrong usage, right? Only the first option is absolutely correct sentence. Has the train left already? Has already the train left? Absolutely wrong sentence, no, right? Has the train left already? Question number one. Sentence number one is a perfect sentence. The sentence begins with has. Same. It cannot change, right? Example: this has the train already left. We can change into positive statement. Example: the train, the train, the train has already left. The train has already left. This is the statement. So oh my god, so sorry. It's playing with me like anything today, right? Has the train has already left, that is the positive statement. The train has already left, that is a positive. It ends with the full stop, right? The train has not already left, that is the negative form. Has the train already left, that is the question form. Be careful, ma. No confusion, please. I hope this is the basic, the positive statement, negative statement, interrogative positive, interrogative negative, double h positive, double h negative. ఇవన్నీ తెలిసి ఉండాలి తల్లి, బేసిక్స్ అమ్మా, right? Statement end with the full stop, question form end with the question mark. Simple. మీ essay writing లో కూడా follow అవ్వాలి ఇవి. Most important, right? Next question. Now answer. Use the time properly. No hurry burry answers. Please read the sentence properly. I'm not going to give any kind of award to you. Be careful. Mm, be careful. Yeah, right. I shall explain. I shall explain. Uh, some of the students have given wonderful answer. Republica in the new creations. Swati, yes. Some of the students have given correct answer. Right. This is the one more important here is, sir, this is the word scarcely, scarcely or hardly. These are the subordinate conjunctions. Scarcely or hardly. These conjunction. Sorry, correlative conjunctions. So sorry, correlative conjunctions. When we use these words in the sentence, the correlative conjunction could be when. WHEN, when. Sir, no other conjunction can be followed with scarcely and hardly. Only one conjunction can follow, that is WHEN, when. Please do remember, ma. The scarcely, hardly only follows, blindly follows the conjunction, that is WHEN, when. As neither nor గుర్తుందండి, కోరిలేటివ్ కంజంక్షన్ ఈదర్ ఆర్. నైదర్ తో నార్ ఎలా ఫాలో అవుతుందో, ఈదర్ తో ఆర్ ఎలా ఫాలో అవుతుందో, ఈ స్కేర్సీతో వెన్ వస్తుంది, హార్డ్లీతో వెన్ వస్తుంది. సార్ ఈ దాన్ని ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది సార్? నో సూనర్ తో వస్తుంది. దాన్ వేర్ విడ్ యూస్ సార్? దాన్ వేర్ వి కెన్ వి యూస్ సార్? నో సూనర్ తో దాన్ వస్తుందమ్మా. బీ కేర్ఫుల్, రైట్? బట్ స్కేర్స్లీ, హార్డ్లీ కెన్ ఫాలో ఓన్లీ WHEN, when. That's it, right? Next question. Right. Please utilize the time properly. I'm watching your comments. No doubt at all. I'm looking into your answers. Yes, yes, yes. Here the problem in the question number 9, ma, there is a redundancy issue. Returned back, redundancy issue, ma. Because return means back, back means right. Here we cannot use similar words in one sentence. The people always use like this. Why? Because enter and why? Because enter. Can able enter. Absolutely wrong uses because two similar words cannot use together. Returned back, no, the redundancy issue. Why? Because redundancy issue. Can able redundancy issue is two similar meaning words we cannot use together. Be careful. Next, question number 10. Right. Yes, be careful, be careful. Think before answer it. Already we have discussed this kind of sentence. Each every neither either వచ్చినప్పుడు particular గా one verb can be followed అని చెప్పానండి. కన్ఫ్యూజన్ తెచ్చుకోవద్దు దయచేసి ప్లీజ్. Right here the problem is not have been. It could be has been. Ma, each of the employees. Okay, if the noun is plural after the each, right? After the each, if the noun is plural, no problem. But each indicates that individuality. Each indicates that individuality. Each employees, that is a plural noun. Okay, no problem. But you must remember this each is the most important, each representing that individuality, singularity. మర్చిపోతలే please. Right. Right, question number 11. Right, question number 11. Here, identify the sentence with correct grammar. He is saying, identify the sentence with correct grammar. Yes, right. If you see here, the most important, most important here, when the word like discuss, when the word like discuss, when the word like describe, when the word like describe, when the word like debate, when the word like debate, discuss, describe, debate, these words never follow preposition about, no any other prepositions, right? It cannot follow any preposition. We can't say discussing about, we can't say discuss about, we can't say describe about, we can't say describing about, we can't say debate about, we can't say debating about, right? These three words, discuss, Describe, debate never follows the preposition, any preposition directly. It can follow the noun, please. Right? This is the most important. When you see in the exam the sentence like discuss, describe, debate, after this word if they use about, absolutely wrong usage. The people say I am discussing about antarandi, I am discussing about antar, I am describing about antar, I am debating about antar. Absolutely wrong, sir. We never use the word after discuss about. That is the most important. See, we see the options like here option A, there is discussing, discussed about, absolutely wrong. Discuss the problem, yes, this is the correct option. Right? Has discussed about, absolutely wrong one. Discussing about, absolutely wrong one. This is the most important task you must remember. Right? Good. Next one. Right. In the sentence, if you notice here, blindly you must follow this rule. When you see the word like looking forward, whenever you see the word look forward or looking forward, whenever you see the word like look forward or looking forward, after this phrase, definitely it can be followed ing form. That is the most important. After the phrase look forward or looking forward or looked forward, whenever you see these particular three phrases in the sentence, it can be follows ing form. Here the answer could be to meeting with. Right? To meeting with our old friends this weekend. That is the answer. Chalo. Right. Question number 13. The number of participants have significantly increased this year, and this is also most important. Most important. What is that importance, sir? Here, just I am writing here. Right? The importance with these tasks, whenever you see the word the number, the number plus a number. Whenever you see the word like the number, it can be follow singular verb. It can be follow singular verb. When we have a number, it could be follow plural. That's the most important. So here we have the number, so it could be follow has. Right? Whenever we have, there is no the, when we have a number of participant, so it could be have. So the number can be follow the singularity, a number can be follow the plural verb, the number can be follow singular verb, a number can be follow plural verb. So great. Please remember my every rule. If you want, you can write on the paper. That could be very important. In the exam, you must. Once again, same repeated question. Utilize the time properly. 10 seconds. Right. In the question number 14, if you notice, choose the sentence without an error is asking. If you see the option A, each of the players have. So absolutely wrong because each takes the singular. So have is absolutely wrong. Each of the players has. Okay, good. Each of the players has to practice hard for upcoming match. We okay. We'll put aside. We go for the option C, had to practice. No, the past form was practice. No, right? Only the option B is the correct answer, suitable answer to that. Chalo. Right, most important this one. By the time we reached the station, the train dash. By the time we reached the station, the train dash. I told you clearly yesterday itself about this. What ma? Right? We have to have the combination of tense forms. We use simple past plus simple past tense, past continuous tense plus simple past tense, past perfect plus simple past tense, past perfect continuous tense plus simple past tense. These four rules you must follow. Example, simple past plus simple past tense, simultaneous actions we can use. Past continuous tense, simple past tense. Example, while I was crossing the road, he met with an accident. ఒక యాక్షన్ జరుగుతున్నప్పుడు ఇంకో యాక్షన్ ఇంటరప్ట్ అయ్యింది. దట్ ఈస్ పాస్ట్ కంటిన్యూస్ టెన్స్ ప్లస్ సింపుల్ పాస్ట్ టెన్స్. ఒక యాక్షన్ జరుగుతున్నప్పుడు ఇంకొక యాక్షన్ ఇంటరప్ట్ అయింది. పాస్ట్ కంటిన్యూస్ టెన్స్ ప్లస్ సింపుల్ పాస్ట్ టెన్స్ వాడుకోవాలండి. రైట్? ఒక యాక్షన్ జరిగిన తర్వాత ఇంకొక యాక్షన్ జరిగింది. పాస్ట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ ప్లస్ సింపుల్ పాస్ట్ టెన్స్. ఎగ్జాంపుల్, బిఫోర్ ఐ రీచ్డ్ ద స్టేషన్ ద ట్రైన్ హ్యాడ్ ఆల్రెడీ లెఫ్ట్. బిఫోర్ ఐ రీచ్డ్ సింపుల్ పాస్ట్ టెన్స్, ద ట్రైన్ హ్యాడ్ ఆల్రెడీ లెఫ్ట్. పాస్ట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ టెన్స్ ఇవి ఆల్రెడీ మీకు తెలిసి ఉండాలమ్మా, మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. రైట్? ఇక్కడ చూడండి, దిస్ ఇస్ ద మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. వి రీచ్డ్ ద స్టేషన్, రైట్? ఇక్కడ ఒక బిఫోర్, బై ద టైం వి రీచ్డ్ ద స్టేషన్, ఏం దానికి ముందు ఏం జరిగిపోయింది? ద ట్రైన్ హ్యాడ్ లెఫ్ట్. ఇప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ జరిగిన యాక్షన్ ని పాస్ట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ లో చెప్పాలి, సెకండ్ జరిగిన యాక్షన్ ని సింపుల్ పాస్ట్ టెన్స్ లో యూస్ చేసుకోవాలి, సింపుల్ పాస్ట్ టెన్స్ లో యూస్ చేసుకోవాలి. రైట్? బిఫోర్ ఐ రీచ్డ్ ద స్టేషన్ అంటే నేను వెళ్ళేసరికి ట్రైన్ వెళ్ళిపోయింది. దట్ ఈస్ ద మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. So answer is option B. Next, here is the important word. We have choose the sentence with correct uses of less and fewer. Right? He is asking the uses of the word less and fewer. He is asking that less and fewer. Simple, ma. There is nothing to nothing to worry. Less can be used with uncountable nouns. Less can be used with uncountable nouns. Less can be used with uncountable nouns. Fewer can be used with countable nouns. Countable nouns, right? What are the countable nouns, sir? Which we can count, they are countable nouns. Which we cannot count, they are uncountable nouns, right? కౌంట్ చెయ్యగలిగితే అది కౌంటబుల్ నౌన్ అండి. కౌంట్ చేయలేకపోతే అన్కౌంటబుల్. ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఆయిల్, శాండ్, షుగర్, దీస్ ఆర్ ద అన్కౌంటబుల్ నౌన్స్. Countable noun, students, boys, this is the countable nouns. Right? before countable nouns Before countable nouns we can use fewer. Before uncountable nouns we can use less. Example, option A, if you see, here is the students. The word first is the option is students is the countable nouns. Right? Students is the countable noun, but less cannot be used here because students is the countable noun, so less cannot be used here. But fewer is the fewer is the countable we can use, but students also countable, so this is the option is correct one. So if you see, noise is the uncountable, fewer can be used countable, so it is not possible. Books is the countable, but less is the uncountable, cannot use with books. Be careful, ma. Less can be used with uncountable nouns, fewer can be used with countable nouns. As like as many students, many can use with countable nouns, much can be used with uncountable nouns. Be careful. Right? Very easy this one. Easy mac and cheesy. right? Choose the correct sentence. Choose the correct sentence. Simple one. Here it is. He didn't, he didn't, he didn't. Yes. Option 1, 2, 3, 4. Absolutely up to here, no problem. Because didn't plus V1, didn't plus V1, didn't plus V1, didn't plus V1. Perfect one. But here is the problem. I told you the same pattern in the external itself. When we have the word double H word and where, like when, like how, right? After this word, when we use helping verb, immediately after when, after where, after how, when we use helping verb like was, like is, like am, when we use after double H word, immediately helping verb, that sentence should be క్వశ్చన్ ఫామ్, రైట్? డబ్ల్యూహెచ్ వర్డ్ తర్వాత హెల్పింగ్ వర్బ్ యూస్ చేస్తే దాన్ని మనం క్వశ్చన్ గా కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకుంటాం. బట్ వెన్ వి యూజ్ ఆఫ్టర్ డబ్ల్యూహెచ్ వర్డ్, ఆఫ్టర్ వెన్, after where, after how, right? When we use after this wh word, when we use the noun or pronoun, when we use noun or pronoun, that could be statement. Adi statement అయిపోతుంది, end with the full stop, right? That is the most important right? So అది కంపల్సరీగా డబ్ల్యూహెచ్ వర్డ్ తర్వాత హెల్పింగ్ వర్బ్ వస్తే క్వశ్చన్ ఫర్ మార్క్ రావాలి. ఇక్కడ క్వశ్చన్ మార్క్స్ ఉందండి, లేదు సార్. సో దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ద క్వశ్చన్. సో వేర్ వాజ్ అన్నాడు ఇమీడియట్ గా, సో ఇట్స్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్, right? Wrong one, right? Where the key was kept, absolutely the option is correct, sir. Option D kuda after where the key undi kada sir, but the problem is here, here is undandi, ఇది past tense but is present tense, not possible. No, that is chalo. I hope you understand, I hope you are following it. Next one, bit different question this is. There is an error, be careful. Pakka error undandi, we have an error, right? I can explain, sir. This is the correlative conjunction. The correlative conjunction we have here, it is not only we have, not only we have is a correlative conjunction that could be, and also we have but also, not only but also, right? Sir, ఇది బ్లైండ్గా ఒక రూల్ ఫాలో అవుతుంది సార్, బ్లైండ్గా ఒక రూల్ ఫాలో అవుతుంది సార్. బట్ ఆల్సో తర్వాత ఇమీడియట్గా ఏముందో చూసుకోవాలి సార్. బట్ ఆల్సో తర్వాత అడ్జెక్టివ్ ఉందా, ఈజ్ దర్ అడ్జెక్టివ్, ఈజ్ దేర్ నౌన్, ఈజ్ దేర్ వర్బ్, రైట్? బట్ ఆల్సో ఇమీడియట్ గా ఏ వర్డ్ వస్తే దిట్ నాట్ ఓన్లీ కూడా అదే వర్డ్ ముందు రావాలి, రైట్? ఇక్కడ అడ్జెక్టివ్ వోండెడ్ ఇస్ అడ్జెక్టివ్ ముందు వచ్చింది కదండి, రైట్? ఇక్కడ సేమ్ నాట్ ఓన్లీ కూడా అడ్జెక్టివ్ ముందు రావాలి. దట్ ఈస్ ద పెన్ ఇస్ playing with like anything today, right? Here not only can be used here, right? The bandits not only robbed the traveler and his purse but also wounded. Blind గా ఏం గుర్తు పెట్టుకోవాలి తల్లి, రైట్? wounded is the adjective form ఉంది, బట్ ఆల్సో ముందు ఏముందండి, అడ్జెక్టివ్ ఉంది. సో నాట్ ఓన్లీ ముందు కూడా అడ్జెక్టివ్ రావాలి, ఇక్కడ రావాలి నాట్ ఓన్లీ, రైట్? That is the most important correlative conjunction. Not only but also ముందు నౌన్ ఉంటే నాట్ ఓన్లీ ముందు కూడా నౌన్ ఉండాలి. బట్ ఆల్సో ముందు అడ్జెక్టివ్ ఉంటే నాట్ ఓన్లీ ముందు కూడా అడ్జెక్టివ్ ఉండాలి. నాట్ ఓన్లీ ముందు వర్బ్ ఉంటే బట్ ఆల్సో ముందు కూడా వర్బ్ ఉండాలి. అది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి, రైట్? దట్ ఈస్ ద ఫిక్స్డ్ రూల్. నెక్స్ట్, right? Just take 30 seconds for this question. Rearrange the following sentences. Here I'm so sorry, be careful. The first sentence already here it is there. Obesity is one of the major reasons for hypertension. This is the sentence one. After this this sentence, another sentence can be follows. Obesity is one of the major reasons for hypertension, then it follows second sentence. Be careful, look. Yes, answers. I'm looking for your answers. Right. I shall explain. The answer could be BACD. Obesity is one of the major reasons for hypertension. Um, this health issue is about 5 times more common in obese people than those who are lean. WHO says 1 in 3 adults suffers from hypertension. Understand that the intra-abdominal fat is significantly affects the metabolism, as this fat may cause hypertension with increased blood lipids levels. Yes. So this is the answer. BACD. Right. Next one. Good, Kusuma. Srija. Right. Because of his mastery in yoga, his yoga academy have grown popularity. The sentence construction is the grammatically fine, that's semantically wrong. Because of his mastery in yoga, it's because it's saying the reason. Because of his mastery in yoga, his academy is growing, not have grown. My here it is, right? That is growing, right? Is staying continuously. These days it's going on. Is growing in popularity. Enduku because of his mastery in yoga. That's it. Next, select the word segment that substitutes replaces the bracketed wrong segment correctly and completes the sentence meaningfully. Select the option no correction required if the sentence is correct as given. Right? Mr. Lorry grasped his hand in return, and neither of the two are speaking, right, each other since. Sir, if you, madam, you see the word like clue, the since for these particular two words can be used in present perfect tense. These two words can be used in the present perfect tense or present perfect continuous tense, right? Since for these two clue words cannot be used in the present continuous tense. That is the most important, right? What we supposed to use, sir, instead of are speaking, we can say have spoken. Have spoken is the most important here. The what is the wrong sentence? It must be have, are speaking is the absolutely wrong uses of the sentence. Right. Next one, question number 22. In the question, a statement has been by two arguments. Statements and arguments. This is number one and two. You have to decide which of the argument is strong. Statement one says that is the pen mightier than the sword. Right? He's saying that is the pen mightier than the sword. This is the figurative language. This is the figurative language. This is he's not talking about the pen. He's not talking about the sword. Well, here, what is the pen? What is the pen here? Here, the pen indicates that writer, the poet or writer. We supposed to, right? This is the figurative language. So we should not compare the pen or sword here, right? He is talking about the writer here itself, right? What is the argument, right? Is with physical force. No, this is not the physical force, right? This is not the physical force. Option one is absolutely not correct, right? Yes, writers have the ability to influence the thoughts. So this is the right. Only option two is the strong one. Be careful. This is the figurative language. He is not talking about the pen. He is not talking about the sword. It is talking about the writer. Right. Most important. This is also very basic sense. The sentence below has been divided into three parts. Select the part of the sentence that has an error. If the sentence has an error, select the option no error. One of the small child began to wail with a terror. Wail with a terror. So simply, sir, this is the simple logic. Whenever the class one of the, or one of, right? These clause always follows plural noun plus singular verb. Example: one of my friends is going abroad. One of my neighbors is going to party. One of my friends is going for the abroad. One of my colleagues is. One of my family members is. Right, sir? Whenever you see one of the or one of, can be follow the plural noun, also can be follow the singular verb. Banda konda gurtu pettukoవాలి sir. So instead of child here, what we supposed to put, ma? Children, right? Child is the singular, children is the plural word. Yes. Next one. Right. Think about it. The sentence below has been divided into three parts. Select the part of the sentence that has no error. If the sentence has an error, select the option no error. They had one child, a girl, who they idolized. Simple, ma. Already you understand this. What is this redundancy issue? One plus a cannot be used together. So that is the issue here. Just eliminate one, eliminate one. That is the fine answer. Simple, you know this. Is it a sleeping time? No responses coming in the chat box. Simply that bad fellow is explained, I just listen. Are you doing that? I hope this is the dinner time. I hope this is the sleeping time. I hope this is the serials time. Maybe. I don't know whether you watch or not the serials, right? Don't worry, if we get the job we may act a serial. No need to watch the serial, right? Chalo, it's 25. After you have written the definition in your vocabulary exercise book, add a few ways to use. Option 1 for the 25th question. Right? This is the logical question. Just think about the answer. This is the logical question. Someone asking, I didn't see the answers here. Okay, I'll come back. Right? Here, but for the traffic, but what is the but indicates that contrast. But indicate that contrast. But meaning is contrast. What is that contrast? Two sentences, we'll look into that. But for the traffic, the student would have reached the exam hall in time. But for the traffic, the student would have reached the exam hall in time. He is asking. In time means that is he didn't reach the exam time or particular, right? The meaning of the sentence is option A: the student had reached the exam hall in time, even though there was heavy traffic on our highway. Right? This is the positive. Absolutely wrong because he didn't reach the exam. Right? The student had not reached the exam hall in time as there was heavy traffic on her way. Right? Maybe. Right? We look into the option C and option D also. Option C: due to the heavy traffic, the student will not reach the exam hall in time. So he is saying the prediction. Absolutely no. He is using will here. So absolutely no. There is, right. Irrespective of the heavy traffic, The student was able to have reached. Absolutely was able to have reached. There is no sense of the sentence, right? Your answer could be option B. The student had not reached the exam hall in time as there was heavy traffic on her way. Right? But the traffic ఉండడం వల్ల ఎగ్జామ్ హాల్ కి రీచ్ అవ్వలేకపోయాడు. Reason. Two contrasts sentences. Right. Question number 27. My father watches the TV. He reads the newspaper. Simple. These two simultaneous actions. Right. Here, my father watches the TV to read the newspaper. These two actions are simultaneously happening. So only the happen should be while can be used here. While can be used here. But actually, in the exam, this kind of waste sentences they supposed to give. Actually, the sentence could be like this: while my father watching the TV, he is reading the newspaper. We supposed to say, but he is giving a regular action should be said. But anyway, you must remember the logic could be when we have simultaneous actions, we can use while. Chalo, right. Next, cherry we can call tree, rose we can call plant. It's basic, you know that. Rose we can't say bucket. Okay. It's a plant. His cherry we can call tree. Rose comes from the plant. Rose cannot come the bucket. Absolutely. Why? How come? No, no, no. This you must answer, Bangartali, because already we discussed this. Scarcely. Already I have given the rule. When the word like scarcely, when the word like hardly, what what conjunction can be followed? Already we discussed. Come out from the serial mode. Come out from the serial mode. Hmm. Yes. No. మర్చిపోతున్న రూల్స్ నోమా ఐ క్లియర్లీ మెన్షన్ ద కోరిలేటివ్ కంజంక్షన్స్ హార్డ్లీ స్కేర్స్లీ వస్తే no sooner వస్తే already we have discussed this. When the no sooner comes we can use than. Scarcely hardly we use when. రూల్స్ మర్చిపోతున్నారు ఇప్పుడు చెప్తే మర్చిపోతున్నారు. When it broke. Blah blah blah. Absolutely wrong, right? Scarcely hardly can be follow when. No sooner can be follow than. Either can be follow or neither can be follow nor. Please remember the rules. Next sentence. Please think before you answer. Sympathism. ఛార్జింగ్ అయిపోద్ది అనిపిస్తుంది. Great. Yes. He informed me that he will visit my house in a day or two. Right? Simple answer, ma here. Informed already past form. Right? It could be followed would. Only the word possibilities will changes to would in the reported speech. Right? We can't say will visit. We can't say visits. We can't say could visit. We can't say couldn't. All scrap. Only he would visit is the perfect answer to that. Right? Next one. As I informed you about Hire Pro, the Infosys may conduct exam through Hire Pro platform. please go through with the question papers. You may available n number of question papers Hire Pro in the Google. Right, just what are the syllabus we have? For example, verbal. What are the verbal questions there on the Hire Pro? Please do practice. What are the pseudocode questions we have in the Hire Pro in the Google? Please do practice. Critical reasoning questions, please do practice. Right, mathematical reasoning, please do practice. All the question papers you may get in the Google. Right, please do. What are the possible questions you may get? Please go through with the question papers. Very very important. Right, that is not only whenever the company comes. Right, for example, Infosys conducts through Hire Pro. For example, if you go for the HCL conducts through AMCAT. Right, the Wipro conducts through Metal. Right, the companies, they conduct through these particular platforms. Right, if you go for the TCS may conduct through ION. Right, this is the important thing. Chalo, 31st question. In the question, a part of the sentence is italicized. Alternatives to the italicized that part are given which may improve the construction of the sentence. Select the correct alternative. Tonight, I am going to check that Raju will do his homework correctly. Right? Because here the sir will indicates that prediction. So this is not the prediction. Damn sure he is going. So that is a also it is a regular action. So here will is not possible. Instead of will, we supposed to use does. Raju does his homework. Where is the option does? Here option C is the perfect answer. Raju does his homework correctly. Will indicates future. Must is there is no this possibility because Raju he this is a habitual action. Habitual actions where we can be used, that can be used in the simple present tense. Right. Right. Right, you cannot devise a method which excludes. Right, option here it should be not includes, not omit, not ignore. Right, you cannot devise a method which excludes all possibility of errors. So option A is the correct answer. Not includes, not omit, not ignore, it could be excludes. I don't know what happened to the pen, it's working or it's moving. Right, use the time for this question. That's good. Also, you may remember the essay rating rules. What are the rules for the essay rating, ma? The important rules for essay rating is avoid using backspace and don't bother about the content. The computer does not check your content manually. What it checks punctuation marks. The computer checks your punctuation marks, spellings, grammar rules. Only these parameters the computer checks. Right, please do not write the passage continuously. Try to divide the passage into at least three parts: introduction, body, conclusion. Right? The most important rule you must remember: avoid using backspaces. Chalo, next. 33 question. Football evokes a dash response in India. I am expecting answers from you. Yes, punctuation marks, ma. We cannot. We use punctuation. Srija, right example with the sentence end with a full stop. Use the full stop there. Right. If the sentence end with the question form, use the question forms. Right. If the sentence end with the exclamatory, wow, wonder, the exclamatory, use the exclamatory sentences. Try to use these different sentence formation. That could be very very important. Yeah. Right. Here the answer. Right. Here, the football evokes a lukewarm response in India compared to cricket that almost customizing the nation. Option C is the suitable answer for this question. Practice customizing. Yes, essay rating contains marks, Rija. Compulsory 10 marks. Essay rating 10 marks. Very scoring marks. Essay rating only. Total 20 plus 10 English only. 30 marks from the English only. 30 marks. MCQs, each question carries 1 mark. Essay rating carries completely 10 marks. Right? Most important. 10, 30 marks there. MCQs carries 1 mark, essay rating carries 10 marks. Yeah. But there is no negative marking. Please, most of the companies no negative marking. Try to attempt all the questions. But lucky Infosys I say is no coding challenge. Hammaya. So without coding challenge, the BTech people are very enjoy. Coding ante చాలు పారిపోతారు. I don't understand how CSC people can run away for the coding questions. I don't understand this. Your core subject is coding, but the people run. If the mechanical aero students, if they run, okay. But CSC students also they scare about the coding. How come? Huh? Right, but this is really triple EC, aero, mechanical, civil. These candidates absolutely best opportunity, ma, because no coding question. Last year there were coding questions, but this time no coding questions. Super. Yes. 34th question. He has got a sharp dash. He might just get into trouble if he isn't careful. Right. Right. This is the idiomatic expression tongue. He has got a sharp tongue. He might just get into trouble if he isn't careful. This is the he has got a sharp tongue is the idiomatic expression. That is the idiomatic sentence. Idiomatic expression, that is right. Next, 35th. Grammar also 10 marks. Yes, Swati, grammar also 10 marks. No, no. Total 30. I say close test carries 10 marks, 10 essay rating 10 marks, remaining reading comprehension, all other verbal part 10 marks. Right? Maybe they divide. Last year, I have seen close test, they have given 5 questions. It depends on total, they give 20 MCQs. Right? In that 20 MCQs, sometimes they give 5 questions from the closed test, 5 questions from the synonyms and antonyms, 10 questions from the correction of sentences, fill in the blanks, blah blah blah, like that. So that not to worry, not to worry. That part, the syllabus I have in the end of the slide, I'll show you. Not to worry about it. Very soon. 35th question. The teacher dashed the children constantly for making rucks. Yes, absolutely. We can eliminate C because the teacher is a singular noun. So here is a plural verb, plural noun have is there. Absolutely wrong. Against the teacher is a singular, third person singular. We can't say scold. Absolutely eliminate. Right. Only the possibility B or D. B or D only possibility. Because this is the regular action, teacher does the regular action. Is scolding means, but if they mention now or present, still or present actions, that could be continuous tense. Absolutely, is scolding is not possible. Scolds, because generally you know that what the teacher does, every she scolds every day, right? Every day or frequently, often we can use. So that is the habitual action, so can be used scolds. Be careful, be careful. Logics తెచ్చుకోవాలమ్మా. Logics తెలవాలా, please. I take 1 minute time for this 36 and 37. Think for the answers. And the most important, please prepare a good self introduction, once you finish the technical round, once you finish the written test, mostly they do not give much time for your technical round. Last time, one day, today is they conducted exam and tomorrow they conducted interviews, right? The as like as One day they conduct exam, another day they conduct interviews. There is no time gap for the exam and interviews. Once you get the mails by today evening, you come to again interviews, also not virtual interviews, also conduct same campus they conduct interviews also, right? Once you shortlist, you stay back and you come to the same center and you must attend the interview. And that's what. And do the prepare good self introduction and confidence, eye contact, body language, way of entering the panel, a way of giving the answers, very very important. Trust me guys, being freshers, they do not expect subject knowledge much. They do not expect the percentage is something. Wait, what do they expect from the freshers, right? Good positive attitude. Trust me guys, positive attitude they expect. Good communication skills they expect, right? The good body language, right? How do they evaluate like you, right? Appearance, dressing sense, right? Responsible dress for the girls. The boys, please try to wear plain shirts, right? Dark pant and light plain shirt is a preferable. White is very preferable for you, right? The people do not follow this interview etiquettes, right? At least they do not knock the door directly, they rush into the sorry, this is, there are no boys, I'm so sorry, I forgot this, right? Girls, responsible dress, cotton dress preferable, and try to wear chunni. Chun is very very important, ma'am, because in the interview panel, right? Don't wear foreigner dresses, please avoid. Chudidars very comfortable, ma. Cotton chudidars please do wear, that is very comfortable, right? That is also most important, right? Wear light perfume, not other of the perfume, light perfume, right? If you use more perfume, the interview panels are very less, very small rooms, right? It affects a lot, right? It gives complete spread of the smell, right? Light perfumes is enough, right? Before you enter the panel, just knock the door and ask permission, because the people busy to write, because before your friend, once they finish, they try to give the write the feedback, right? That's what you must ask the permission before you enter the panel, right? But knock the door slightly and enter the panel and give a beautiful smile, right? A ha smile is not required, just give beautiful smile and just say good morning or good afternoon. If it is there two panelists, say individual wishes, right? That is the most important. Smile is most important, Tali. Without smile, there is negative impact you may get, right? There you may get a positive impact, positive thing, right? Once you enter the panel, just do not sit directly until unless they say sit, you supposed to sit, right? Until unless they say sit down, please do not sit rushly. Don't drag the chair, don't sit, right? Please maintain this, right? This is the very positive etiquettes you must follow in the interview panels, right? Please, once they say sit and sit, and then after you sitting, give your resume with two hands formally, and again, entire you must maintain until you finish the interview. You maintain smile on your face. Trust me guys, there is no smile on the face, they have to have negative impact on you, right? Light smile, maintain that, right? Right. And if they ask questions, right, give perfect answers. Don't try to manage the answers. They ask very very simple answers. Mostly 60% of the questions you may get from the yours resume, right? They ask about your projects, they ask about your certifications, they ask about your achievements, only these questions, right? 20 to 30 questions from the technical point of view, right? Mostly on the Java C they supposed to ask, right? But 60% of the questions they may ask on your project, on your entrepreneur skills, right? Be careful about it. What you have mentioned on the resume, you must thorough with that every question, right? Some people may copy paste from your friends, right? They don't know what is that, right? Try to manage that, ma. Trust me girls, once you clear the written test, please take a word on bond paper, right? You are selected, definitely, right? Until unless when you do, when you follow these rules, definitely you select, right? I said one more important word. Don't express when you have plan for higher education, right? If you have, please keep it in your brain, don't express there. Chalo, right? Let's just we can quickly we finish these three four questions and we go with the topics, right? 36th one. Uh, just now I said about the technical round. Technical round, 60% of the questions from the resume, and 10 to 20 percent of the questions they may ask from Java, right? Based on Java. And one more important, the kind of questions they give in pseudocode, right? Based on that pseudocode questions, they may ask in the interview panel. There is no doubt at all. Very, very easy questions. What is Java? What is class? What is a pointer? What is a pointer? These kind of questions, right? What is the difference between Java and C, right? How do you execute the file in the Java? These are the basic questions they may ask. What is the objective? What is the class? These kind of basic questions they may ask in the interview. Nothing to worry. They don't ask to write the coding. Pakka, right? They do not ask to write the code questions. Chalo, keep that. Right. 36. Rohit, along with all his ex-girlfriends, have planned a trip of Goa. Sir, here the word, whenever the two nouns combined with along with the two nouns combine aite, so it must be singular verb has, right? Example, the house along with its things has insured, right? The crowd along with um, some xyz people has fell down in the water, so we can use this, right? Has is possible, right? 37th question. A large amount of rain affects. Sir, I told you already this repeated question. Affects is the noun. Affects is the noun. AFFECT. Affect is the verb. AFFECT. Affect is the verb. EFFECTS is the noun. Most important. So here the rain is the noun already. So it must be verb is possible. Affects. AFFECTS. Affects the growth of crops. Right? Chalo. Almost we have one or two questions already. The class is end. Right? Try to finish 38th question. Simple one. This is simple one. Sri Harsha asking, what is the minimum mark, sir? Talli, they do not decide before that. The important is based on attending students, right? Based on attending students, then they decide the cutoff, right? Not to worry about it. Mostly the cutoff would be 50%. Mostly the cutoff would be 50. Overall cutoff, there is no sectional cutoff. That is overall cutoff. Overall cutoff would be if the students are more, they put 60%. If the students' strength is less, they put 50%. Recently, the conducted, they put 50% cutoff. Not to worry about it. Right. 38th question. Since sunrise to sunset, my grandmother would sit by her wheel spinning, reciting prayers. Simple answers here. Since. For. Where do we use since, sir? Since can be used with point of time. For can be used with period of time from, right? Here when you see, since is the point of time, but this is not the point of the period of time. What is that? For sunrise